पद धरि धरनि सिरो विनय करौ कर जोरी बरनहु रघुवर बिसद जसु श्रुति सिद्धांत निचोरी. Parvati ji made supplications and prostrations and salutations, glorifications to Lord Shiva himself, and she asks, Baranahu Raghuvara Bisada Jasu, you please describe to me the spotless glories of Bhagwan, Shri Ram. Ram Katha she wants. You see, Ram Katha we talked about so many times before. She wants to hear this Ram Katha. Bandau Pad Dhari Dharani Siru. I bow my head right down to the ground at your lotus feet. Vinaya Karau Karajori. With my hands folded, I make supplications to you. You tell me this Raghupati, Jasu, glories of Raghupati. Shruti Siddhanta Nichori. Nice phrase it is. Shruti means Shruti, Vedas. Siddhanta means this philosophical tradition. Nichori means you distill that, extract that from that, take out from that, from the Shruti and from the Siddhanta. Shruti or Shruti Siddhanta, could you say? Shruti Siddhanta will be this ancient tradition of Shruti. And you tell me this Ram Katha. Okay, now. She doesn't finish there. She asks specific questions. And I told you, she'll now articulate her questions more clearly, exactly what you want to hear. Tadapi joshita nahi adhikari dasi man krama bachan tumhare गूढ़ौ तत्वन साधु दुरावही आरत अधिकारी जहाँ पावही अति आरती पूछौ सुर राया रघुपति कथा कहौ करी दाया प्रथम सो कारण कहूँ बिचारी निर्गुण ब्रह्म सगुण वपुधारी पुनि प्रभु कहु राम अवतारा बाल चरित पुनि कहु उतारा कहु जथा जानकी विवाही राजत जासो दूषण काही बन बसी कीने चरित अपारा कहु नाथ जिमि रावण मारा राज बैठि कीन्ही बहु लीला सकल कहु शंकर सुखशीला बहुरी कहु करुणायतन कीन्ह जो अचरज राम प्रजा सहित रघुवंश मनि किमि गवने निज धाम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय पुनि प्रभु कहु सो तत्व बखानी जेहि विज्ञान मगन मुनि ज्ञानी भगति ज्ञान विज्ञान विरागा पुनि सब वरनहु सहित विभागा और राम रहस्य अनेका कहु नाथ अति विमल विवेका जो प्रभु मैं पूछा नहीं होई सो दयाल राखहु जनि होई जनि गोये तुम त्रिभुवन गुर वेद बखाना आन जीव पावर का जाना श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जदपि जोषिता nahi adhikari. Her question stops there, so we just went and did the whole thing because it stops in the middle of the passage. Questioning. From there onward, Bhagavan himself speaks. So, Parvati Ubacha. If you say in Bhojpuri, Parvati Ubacha, like that. Jadapi Joshita nahi adhikari, dasi manakrama bachana tumhari. Even though I am, Joshita means woman. Even though I am a woman, and nahi adhikari means not fit to hear this. That was the tradition of the time. Men alone is to hear in that yuga, in that place, in that time. Men alone. Some people still hold that, up till today. And now the women have a voice, so they raise their voice. And their voice is much louder than the men's voice. So then, but our Puja Gurudev was a great reformer. And there are great many reformers that came along and brought so much of change. And those who hold on to the olden practices, they become relics in the annals of time, fit for museums. What to say? So, she's telling at that time, Jadapi Joshita nahi adhikari, dasi manakrama bachana tumhari, but I am your servant in body, speech and mind. Gudhau tattvana sadhu duravahi, arat adhikari jahapavahi. But a sadhu means a good person, sadhu. When he finds arat adhikari, nice phrase. Arat adhikari means a fit person who is cowering under sorrows, under the weight of sorrows. That sadhu, tattvana sadhu duravahi, he never hides the truth from that person. Anybody who has misery in the world, because all misery is caused by ajnana. So he never hides that jnana. Tattva jnana, duravahi, hides it, or conceals that. Ati arati puchhau suraraya. Suraraya means king of the gods. With great sorrow in my heart, I ask you. Ati arati puchhau. Under the strain of sorrow, I'm asking. Raghupati katha kahau karidaya. Please have your compassion on me and tell me this Raghupati katha. Now you see the word kahahu? You see? Raghupati katha kahahu. Karidaya. The kahahu word means you tell. Please tell. In respectful form. Kahahu, bataiye, boliye, gaiye. Like that. In the respectful form. What will be in Hindi? Regular form, Gao. Batao. But the respectful form in Hindi, Bataiye, Kripaya, like that. Sorry, Kahahu is like that, Bataiye, tell. So now, I don't know, you can count in her questioning there, Kahahu, 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 how many times she says? I counted 10. 10. Till where we chanted, right? Till that line? Tumatribhuvana gura bedavakhana anajiva pavarka jana. Till that line in her question section. 10. You count 10? See? I counted 10. But why I counted at 10? Because I heard Mahatma Lok saying that she said Kahahu 10 times. Kahahu 10 times. And Bhagavan Shiva in his response says Sunahu 10 times. So you have to look out for that. Sunahu means please listen, because she is saying please tell. He is saying please listen. So when we start seeing his response, then you'll have to look out for 10, Sunahu, like that they say. I haven't counted that one yet. I just counted here. So we'll look for that. So, Raghupati Katha Kahahu Karidaya. You please tell me this. Raghupati Katha. Prathamaso Karan Kahahu Bichari. Kahu, coming again. Please think deeply and tell me Kahahu Prathama Karan. First Prathama means So Karan Nirguna Brahma Saguna Bapu Dhari. Tell me the cause for Nirguna Brahma to take the form Sagun. Means the formless to take form. That I want to know. Why he takes his body? Why that Lord takes body? So that first. Prathama, so Karana Kaho Bachari, Nirguna Brahma, Saguna Bapudhari. Bapudhari means he takes body. Bapu means Vapu. Pure Sanskrit, eh? Vapuhu. In Sanskrit, Vapu, like Guru. You got that today only? No, you didn't get yet. Oh. Coming soon, yeah. Coming soon because you are past E now. Next is? Oh, no, but you have long E to do. Nadi you will get. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, can't wait. Very good. So, then you will go to Guru, Vapu, like that. So, Vapu, Dhari. So, Vapu becomes Bapu. Easy. Why that Brahman takes body? Took body. Why? Nirgun Brahman, formless, takes form. Yeah? Puni Prabhu Kahahu Rama Avatara. Kahu is coming again there. Rama Avatara. You please tell me about the Rama Avatar. Bal Charita Puni Kahahu Udara. And tell me about his great Bal Charit. It looks like Lord Shiva also likes his Bal Charit, you know. Everybody likes Bal Charit. Childhood sports of the Lord. Because everybody loves children, that is what to say. Bal Charit Kahahu Udara. Fair? Kahahu Jatha Janaki Bibahi. Tell me how he married Janaki. How he married Janaki. That means all this bow and Shiva Dhanush, Bhanga and all that kind of. How he married this Janaki. Rajata Jaso Dushan Kahi. For what fault did he have to cast out, leave the kingdom? See her question, this thing boggled up my mind, you know. For what fault did he have to drop the kingdom? No, that's for what fault? And what is given in English? For what? Read the sentence. And the fault for which he was exiled. No. Why does she presume that it was a fault of Rama for which he had to leave the kingdom? The question has a bias in it, isn't it? That question seems to have a bias. There's a presumption that Rama had some defect or some fault, because Dushan word is given there. Some defect or some fault for which he had to leave the kingdom. Now, the way now you see that is given in English because what is this? R.C. Prasad. R.C. Prasad cannot write all the possible meanings of that sentence. That is one of them. The other meanings, for what fault of the kingdom did he have to leave? That Dushan means that they did something wrong and Rama had to leave. Or Rama did something wrong and he had to leave. That could go either way. What fault of the kingdom caused him to leave? Or what fault of Rama caused? No, see, this is a very interesting thing. We'll see. That will come in Ayodhya Kand. In that Ayodhya Kand, Dasharath Ji Maharaj decides to give the kingdom to Rama. Right? And that time Rama laments. And what he laments? He laments that all these brothers, 4 of us brothers, we were born together, we slept together, we ate together, we went to Gurukul together, we played together, and everything was done together. We were given Namakaran together, we were given Diksha together, everything was done together. But now today, and he said this is a defect in this Raghukula. He himself says the defect. Today, when it is time to hand over the kingship, this defect in this Raghukula is given to only one brother. So, Rama himself says this is a defect. So now, some say by coming up with some ruse, some plan, and conspiring with Kaikeyi. In fact, this is there in Shastras also. That he conspired with Kaikeyi so that he will go and Bharat will get the kingdom. Like that. Because he felt that that was some defect. So for what defect caused him to get exiled? So a big story is there. Yeah, that is true also. He defected. So that is one thing. Now these are possible, from Ramayana itself, possible things which you can suggest. Well, Bhagwan Ram left because of this defect in Raghu Kula. Because he himself calls it a defect. There we'll see when we get there. Remember this now and you'll remember that. I hope you remember. But anyway, I'm there to remind you also. Now one more thing. Look here. इस राज्य को भगवान ने त्याग दिया. Please pay attention to those words. Bhagwan dropped this kingdom because of some defect. She is saying defect word. She is using the word defect. Because just now she had an experience because of some defect, Bhagwan had dropped her. So that thing is there in the mind, that if some dropping has taken place, some defect had to be there. So the bias could be coming only from her own experience. And that is a very instructive thing, because we see the world through our own goggles. We feel that if this such and such thing has happened in the world, we connect that to our experience, and that must have happened because of the same thing what happened to me. We do that or not? All the time. So it's a very instructive thing. She's Jagat Janani, she's just playing a role, and just now you will see that. She's just playing a role, but she's really putting a mirror in front of us to show how we how we live. Because I had an experience where I was dropped because of a defect in me. That means to say some defect happened somewhere there where Bhagavan dropped this kingdom. We see the world through our own experiences, and those experiences make the color of our goggles. And so we see the world like that. So the Dushan word, which she uses, she could have just asked, why did Rama leave the kingdom? She didn't have to use the word defect, isn't it? Like that. Anyway, a good thing for you to reflect and think on. Read Ramayana story and think on. Rajataja so dushan kahi. Kahi dushan. Like that, she's asking. Mean which fault? Bana basikin he charita apara kahunata jimi ravana mara. You tell, in this forest, in this forest, Bhagwan, Banabasi, living in the forest, kine charit apara, countless spots, leelas, charita, things he did in that forest, right? Kahunat among them, Kahunata jimi ravana mara. How did he kill that, slay that? Ravan. Tell that. Rajabeti Kini Bahulila, and then when he went back to Ayodhya now, he sat on that throne and Kini Bahulila. Many leelas he did there also. For a long time he stayed on that throne, and many, many leelas. Sakala Kahahu Sankara Sukhasila. Oh, Bhagwan Shankar, who is Sukhasila. Sukha Shila means who is very nature is bliss only. Sakala Kahahu, you tell me all. Those leelas which he did when he went back to Ayodhya, 12,000 years, it is said he ruled. Like that. Bahuri kahahu karunayatana. Karunayatana means the abode of all kripa, compassion, mercy. Bhagwan, she addresses Lord Shiva. Bahuri kahahu, again you tell me, kinha jo acharaja Ram. Tell me all those. Acharaja means adbhut. Adbhut means amazing. Out of this world. Amazing, like that. Things which he did. Praja Sahita Raghuban Samani, that jewel of the Raghu Vansha, Raghu dynasty, Raghu clan, with the people of there, with the people of that Ayodhya, all what things he did. And Kimi Gavane Nijadham. And how did he depart this world and go back to his Saket Lok? Rama says he stays in Saket Lok. Some Loka is given. How did he depart from this world? All that she wants to know. Puni Prabhu Kahahu, again Kahahu. So Tattvakhani Jahi Vigyana Magana Munigyani. Tell me about that reality, knowing which Munis get immersed, drowned, lost in that supreme knowledge, or that knowledge of that tattva, that reality which Munis get drowned in. Tell me about that. Bhagati Jnana Vijnana Viraga Punisabha Baranahu Sahita Vibhaga. Tell me about Bhakti. Jnana means devotion, knowledge, Vijnana, wisdom, Viraga, Vairagya, dispassion. Punisabha Baranahu Sahita Vibhaga. Along with all their different Vivaga means all their different aspects, and yes, all of them have their different aspects and their different classifications and all the things associated with them. And different kinds also. This type of vairagya, that type of vairagya, this type of jnana, that type of jnana, like that. There are various types. What is given in English? Several? Parts. Parts. Simple. Aurauram Rahasya Aneka. All the secrets of Ram. Countless secrets of Ram. Essence and secrets of Ram. Kahahunat. Tell me, O Lord, who is Ati Bimala Vivek. this is referring to Lord Shiva, your intellect is spotless, absolutely pure, extremely pure, spotless, blemishless. O Lord of blemishless, spotless, pure intellect, tell me, kahahu, now see, this is the most wonderful part of the whole question. The most wonderful question is the last one. What is that? What the most wonderful request from Lord Shiva? Jo Prabhu main pucha nahi. What I did not ask also, tell that too. So Dayal Rakhahu Jani Goi, don't hide or conceal anything from me. Even if I did not ask anything about this Rama, you tell me that also. Now that is what a wonderful thing. Now Bhagavan cannot leave out anything. He has to tell. This is very, she's asking question like a lawyer, you know. Tuma Tribhuvana Guru Veda Bakhana, the Vedas say that you are Veda Bakhana, you are Tribhuvana Guru. You are the Guru, the Lord of the three worlds. Fair? Ana Jiva Power Ka Jana. What do rustic beings like us know? You're the Lord of the, you're the Guru of the three worlds. Means deluded beings, rustic beings, you know, backward, ordinary beings, power. What is given for power? The power actually means rustic. Base crit. Base crit, yes. Strong word. Base crit. Now Bhagavan Shiva's reply in Tulsidasji's comment and all that kind of thing, now her questions are over. Because the ultimate question she asked, what is the ultimate question? You tell what I didn't ask also. Right, nice. Prasna Uma Ke Sahaja Suhai Chal Bihin Suni Siva Man Bhai Har Hiya Ram Charit Ab Sab Aaye Sab Aaye प्रेम पुलक लोचन जल छाए श्री रघुनाथ रूप उर आवा श्री रघुनाथ रूप उर आवा परमानंद अमित सुख पावा मगन ध्यान रस दंड गुण जुगा पुनि मन बाहिर कीन रघुपति चरित महेश तब हर्षित बरन लीना सियावर रामचंद्र की जय महादेव की जय बोलो भाई You know, sometimes we see Tulsidas do something and then we think that there is nothing behind it, you know. In that passage, right? See, from Puni, Prabhu, Kahu, So, Tattva, Bakhani, and Parvati words stop right in the middle of that. And then he starts, right? If you count there, you will see total there 10 lines. And 10 lines, 5 lines from her and 5 lines from him in that passage. That is symbolic of Ardha Narishwar. It is half Shiva, half Parvati, where she is asking question in half the passage, and then the answer is going to come from her other half right there. She's half Shiva, half, that's Ardhanarishwara, half Shiva, half Parvati. There's a total of 10 lines, 5 lines from her and 5 lines from him, because that is where the question stopped and the answer starts. So in that passage, it is half and half exact, 5 and 5. Because a question coming from left side is Parvati, and answer is going to come from right side. How it means to say, the question answer in this passage, where question stops and answer starts, divided exactly half and. So in other words, the question stops in half of a chaupai, and the answer starts in the next half of the same. Is there like that? Yeah. You see, I don't have chaupai, I mean two here. I have everything in one here. My book has all. You have chaupai 1, chaupai 2, chaupai with 2 lines each. I don't have any. So I have doha, and then all the chaupais, and then doha again. But when you count the lines, it's exactly. So Tulsidaji is a lot of things like that. And then you'll think, you'll miss it actually if you don't think about it. Half and half. Ardhanarishwara. Question is coming from this half, answer is coming from next half. You see, that's a question in half the passage and answer in next half the passage, like that. To indicate that point. Now, he says, Prasna Uma Kai Sahaja Suhai Chalabihina Suni Siva Mana Bhai. Lord Shiva was happy. He was beside himself with joy. Atim Suni Siva Mana Bhai. His heart welled up with great joy. Right? Prasna Uma Kai Sahaja Suhai Chalabihina Suni. When he heard her most divine, beautiful question with a chalabihin, devoid totally of any question, devoid of chala. Chala means deceit, kapat means any, pretension, all that kind of thing. Her question was a genuine question. There's a joy in her heart wanting to really know about Ram Katha, like that. Harahiya Ramacharita Sab Aaye. Oh, this is a most wonderful line. The moment Parvati ji asked that question about Ram, said, the entire Ram Katha descended on his heart like an avalanche. Sab Aaye. Ramacharita Sab Aaye. The whole of Ram Katha just came. Harahiya Ramacharita Sab Aaye. His being got taken over with only Ramacharita. In quarter chaupai, the whole thing is described. His entire being became Ramacharita Maya. Saturated with Rama Charit. Like that, when she asked. Prema Pullaka Lochana Jala Chai. No, this is Lord Shiva. He is the one, Rashi Mahesa Nija Manasa Rakha. We saw. He was the one who composed this Ramacharit. And Nija Manasa Rakha. Nija Manasa Rakha means he kept it in his mind. And he said, Hara Hiya Ramacharit Sab Aaye. It descended to his heart. It came to his heart. Here word is given. Here means heart. So he had this whole Ramcharit Manas in his mind, and it came to his heart. And that prema pulaka lochana jalachai, and the love which there welled up in his heart when this whole Ramcharit Manas just came down like that. His hair stood on end and his eyes welled up with tears. Prabhu Shankar Bhagwan. Raghunath Rupa Ur-Ava, and the form of Bhagwan Shri Ram also appeared in his heart. Paramanand Amit Sukha Pava. He felt that moment. Paramanand Amit Sukha. Amit Sukha means limitless bliss. Bhagwan Shiva felt. And then Magana Dhyan Danda. But Bhagwan Shiva has a habit of going into Dhyan. Magana Dhyan. Immediately. I love this about Lord Shiva, Magana Dhyan. Immediately he went into Dhyan. No. Fortunately for Parvati ji, he came back out in 1 hour. Magana dhyan rasa dand means 1 hour. Juga punimana bahir kina. He came back out in 1 hour. Bahir means outside. Again, emerged from that. Dhyan Raghupati Charita Mahesatava Harashita Baranelina. And he began this Raghupati Charita. How? Harashita Baranelina. With joy in his heart. You have to tell Ramayana with joy in your heart. You cannot go there crying. But Raghupati has to, Katha, Charita has to be told with joy. Harashita Barane ki Lina. Raghupati Charita Mahesa Taba. Taba. He brought it up, meditated on Ram, brought Rama's form to his heart, and with great joy. Now see that. झूठे सत्य जाहे बिनु जाने जिमि भुजंगो बिनु रजु पहचाने जहि जाने जग जाई हेराई जागे जथा सपन भ्रम जाए बंदौ बाल रूप सोई नामू सब सिद्धि सुलभ जपत जिसु नामू मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी द्रवौ सो दशरथ अजिर बिहारी करि प्रणाम राम ही त्रिपुरारी हर्षि सुधा समगिरा उचारी धन्य धन्य गिरिराज कुमारी तुम समान नहीं को उपकारी पूछे हु रघुपति कथा प्रसंगा सकल लोक जग पावनी गंगा तुम रघुबीर चरण अनुरागी कहे कीन्ही हु प्रश्न जगत हित लागे राम कृपा ते पार्वती सपने हूँ तव मन माही शोक मोह संदेह भ्रम मम विचार कछुनाहि चुनाई सियावर चंद्र की जय पवन सुत मापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय झूठ है सत्य जाहि बिनु जाने. Oh, what a nice line. It says, Jahi Vinu Jane. not knowing that Ram, Jahi, he who doesn't know that Ram, Jhoot Heu Satya, Jahi, for that person, that the false appear as true. For who doesn't know Ram, the false will always appear as true, as real. Unreal will always appear as real. Jimmy Bhujang, and here comes our famous example. Jimmy Bhujang binu raju pehchane. Just like the person who doesn't know the rope will always see the. Ha 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 ha. Kya baat hai. So see, Dasji loves our example too. Jahi jane jaga jai herai, jage jatha sapana brahma jai. But he who knows the truth, the whole world disappears. Jage jatha sapana brahma jai. Just like when we wake up from the dream, the whole dream world disappears. Just in the same way, he who wakes up to the reality of Ram, Brahma, absolute reality, the whole world disappears. Pure Vedanta. She only told, tell Tattva Gyan. She asked her. He's telling from Tattva Gyan only. It starts from the beginning. This is an amazing thing. You have to ask this question and you keep reflecting. You may come up with some great answers. Arjuna is telling there, Prabhu, my hands are shaking. My mouth has become parched. I am sweating. I don't have any more strength left. I can't hold this bow. He can't hold that bow anymore. No strength, the bow. Shoka samvigna manasaha. His mind became sunken in deep sorrow. Samvigna manasaha. Several upasargas are given there to describe it. Sorrow was so deep. Right? And then Arjuna surrenders to Bhagavan. Shadimam tvam prapannam. I surrender to you. You please teach me how to. In that time, instead of Bhagavan patine, okay, theek hai, beta, baithiye, kuch pani pee lijiye. You drink some water and all, sit down, Now you see, tell, first you chant Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. It's not such easy thing, Ashocyanan vashocastvam prajnavadanscha bhashyase gatasu nagatasumscha nanushocanti panditaha. He starts with the highest knowledge in the beginning itself. For a crying man. A man who is crying. So there he starts with the highest knowledge possible. Now here Bhagavan Shiva starts with the highest knowledge possible also. Instead of telling some ABC, Tattva bodho vidhiyate. Sadhana chatushtayam kim. Viveka vairagya samadhi satka sampattihi mumukshutvam iti. And then tell word by word, Now he's telling here also about real and unreal. From the high, now there has to be some design, some purpose for Bhagavan, both places now to start like that. You give some thought. I don't know. Why should I think for you? You think. You think about it. And then after giving the highest knowledge now, right in the beginning itself, about Tattva Jnana and all that kind of thing. Now, Bandau Bala Rupa Soi Namu. He meditated now on, or did salutations to Bala Rupa, the small form of Ram. Bandaur Bala Rupa Soi Ramu. That small Ram. Lord Shiva seems to like. Everybody likes. Savasiddhi Sulabha Japata Jisunamu. The name of whom, remembering all accomplishments, are achieved. Or doing japa of whom? All accomplishments are easily achieved. Easily. Just sulabha siddhi. Sabha sulabha. Mangala. Here's a famous verse. Bhagavan Shiva meditating on Ram still. Mangala bhavana amangala hari dravau sadashirata ajira bihari. You always wondered where that verse comes from, eh? There it is. After 111 of Balkand. So, you remember that Ram who is Mangala Bhavana, the very storehouse of all blessedness, the storehouse of all goodness, of all auspiciousness, of all joy. Mangala. Mangala stands for all of those things. Mangala Bhavana, the very storehouse of all of these things. Amangala Hari, the bane of inauspiciousness and evil and sorrow and all such things. Amangala. Anything which is negative. So that is Rama. Then, what is the other description? Dravau Sadashirata Ajira Bihari. That one. So, Dashirata Ajira Bihari means the one who spots in the courtyard of Dasharatha ji. Hey Prabhu, Dravau. Dravau means Kripa Karo. Kripa Kijiye. Kripa Kijiye means what? Have mercy, compassion on me. Lord Shiva is praying to Ram. Who is Mangala Bhavana, Mangala Hari. Dravau, the sentence stops there. Dravau means you have compassion on me. So Dasharatha Ajira Bihari, that one who spots in the Angana, in the courtyard of Dasharatha ji Maharaj, means that little baby boy, Ram. He's the one who runs around in that courtyard. Big Ram is in forest. Big Ram is in Janakpur. He's going to protect Yajna of Vishwamitra. Big Ram is, but the little Ram, he's running around there like all the time in that courtyard of Dasharatha. That's how the verse comes, because he's meditating on little Ram. That little Ram running around there. Kari pranama Ramahi Tripurari. Tripurari, Bhagavan Shiva, the enemy of Tripura. I told you that, Tripura Asura. I told you yesterday. Kari pranam Ramahi. Tripurari did pranam to Ram. Harashi Sudha Samagira Uchari. And the words that flowed out from the mouth of Bhagavan Shiva is described as Sudha Samagira. A downpour of nectarine words like honey. Sudha Samagira. The word that came out from the mouth of Asina. If he's the one who composed this Ramcharitmanas and kept this in his mind for such a long time, and that thing now descended to his heart and brought horripilation to his body, and then tears in his eyes, and then how much love now, how sweetly Bhagavan will now tell, Bhagavan Shiva is going to tell this Ramayana to, this Ram Katha to Parvati ji. How wonderful it will be. And what comes out of his mouth first? Dhanya, Dhanya Giriraja Kumari. Blessed you are, oh Parvati, Giriraja Kumari, the daughter of Giriraj. Tuma samana nahi ko upakari. There is no greater benefactor than you in this world. Means no greater doer of good to the world than you. Upakari. Pooch heu Raghupati Katha Prasanga. You asked about this Raghupati Katha. Sakala Loka Jaga Pavani Ganga. It will purify the whole world like how Ganga purifies. This Ram Katha purifies. I mean, when you're asking, when it is given, it will also purify the whole world. Tuma Raghuvira Charan Anuragi. You are a great lover of the feet of Raghu. Now see, this is Lord Shiva telling. In other words, Lord Shiva knew all the tapas of Parvati ji had already purified her, and Parvati ji already knew everything. Now, do you know? There is one more thing. Please pay attention to this. Remember, एक बार कुंभज ऋषि पाही गए शंभु. Remember we saw that? He went there. Bhagwan Shiva went there. Gaye Shambhu to Kumbhaja Rishi to listen. And Sati also came. Then when going back, she asked Bhagwan, and Bhagwan again told the whole story. So she heard that story 2 times. You know, it is also possible. And this is a very great, wonderful thing. Eh? It is also possible for a person to hear something at a certain point and keep that inside without Shraddha. And later on when Shraddha comes, for that thing to take root and make sense. That is possible. And she had heard this Ram Katha twice. And with the tapas, Shraddha came. And when Shraddha came, that Katha took root in her heart. And Bhagwan Shiva is alluding to that thing now. In other words, she is not asking now because she really wants to hear. She is asking for the benefit of the world. Because she knows Ram Katha already. In fact, she herself could tell it. But that is first thing. Second thing is, we saw, Tulsidas Ji says, there is joy in telling and there is joy in listening. Because after Kumbhaja Rishi told him, Kumbhaja Rishi asked him to tell her Harikatha. And he also, Hari Bhagati. He also told. So, at one point, he was a listener, Kumbhaja Rishi was speaker, Vakta. He's Vakta, he's Shrota. Then they switch because there is joy in both. So, even though Parvati Ji can tell this whole Ram Katha, she wants to hear. And at the same time, the world will get benefit. That is the idea. Eh? So, Tum Raghubir Charan Anuragi, you are a great lover of the feet of Ram. How? That time, there she doubted that Ram? So she's asking all of these questions and she's doing this role, Jagat Janani, for our benefit. She is the mother of all the whole world. Keen he who prasna jagata hit lagi. See, you are asking this for the benefit of the world. Keen he who prasna, you are asking this question, jagata hit lagi, which will bring benefit to the whole world only. Ram kripate parvati sapane hutava manamahi soka moha sandeha brahma mama vichara kachunahi. Now he said, this is my estimation of things. What is my estimation of things? Mama vichar kachu nahi. My estimation of things is Ram kripate parvati. Rama's kripa is on you. And sapanehu tava mana mahi soka moha brahma nahi. It means Rama's kripa is already on you. And in dream also, soka, sorrow, moha, delusion, sandeha, doubt, brahma, confusion, cannot touch you. Even in dream, asleep, yeah. In dream also they cannot touch you. Because Rama's kripa is already, now what Ram Katha will do for her? She'll have joy of listening. So in Shiva's estimation, Lord Shiva is telling, he knew that the tapas of Parvati had purified her thoroughly and Shraddha had come and that Ram Katha had taken root and now there is no need to tell this Ram Katha, but except for the benefit of the world and for the Shrota to revel, that is all. Now, he tells. This is a very nice passage. He glorifies Ram Katha. Those who have not heard Ram Katha, oh, this is a very famous passage. Tadapi asanka kinhi husoi kahat sunat sab karahit hoi जिन हरि कथा सुनी नहीं काना श्रवण रंध्र अहि भवन समाना नयन नि संत दरस नहीं देखा लोचन मोर पंख कर लेखा ते सिर कचुटुम्बरी समतूला जैन नमत हरि गुण पद मूला जिन हरि भगति हृदय नहीं आनी जीवत सब समान तेई प्राणी जो नहीं करई राम गुण गाना जेह सुदादुर जेह समाना कुलस कठोर निठुर सोई छाती सुनि हरि चरितन जो हर्षाति गिरिजा सुनहु राम कै लीला सुरहित धनुज विमोहन शीला राम कथा सुर धेनु सम सेवत सब सुखदानी सत समाज सुर लोक सब को न सुने अस जानी जय अस जानी सियावर की जय पवन पति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन तदपि असंका कही हो कीन्ही हो सोई कहत सुनत सब कर हित होई भगवान शिव says तदपि असंका कीन्ही हो सोई you have again raised the same good old doubt that Bharadwaj Muni raised in pretension just to want to hear Rama Katha, and the same doubt which you raise in Sati Avatar. Now you have raised the same good old doubt again. Why? Kahata sunata sabakara hita hoi. Because telling it and listening to it has great benefit. Tell it again and listen to it again. That is great benefit for everybody. Huh? And then he goes on to tell those people who have not listened to Ram Katha in some very famous line we shall see tomorrow. You have to come there and walk. To come there and walk. Shivaratri observance